Hey everybody, welcome to episode 13 of the AskEngine show. Super excited to get in. We are actually heading out of the door, but we're going to stay committed to this. Episode 13, I'm so excited to look back like a year from now when we're on episode 300 or episode 357 and see, what it looks like.
The production value increase over time as we grow. And
get super excited because we hired our first intern videographer, photographer, editor, just kind of all around. His name is Joe. It is his birthday. Happy birthday, Joe. We're excited to have you on, and let's just go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, first question is, what's the most difficult situation you've had to deal with as an entrepreneur? And I want to hear from you first, and I'll talk about mine.
Okay. So most difficult thing that I've ever dealt with, so like business, anything that happens in business doesn't really scare me. There's things that I don't enjoy doing. I mean, I don't enjoy letting someone down. I don't enjoy saying no. I don't enjoy like those typical things in business, but like from a project basis or from a work basis, nothing's ever scared me from that. The most difficult thing for me to deal with, and I want to preface this with I love my family and I love my wife. The most difficult thing for me is being okay with being misunderstood. And what I mean by that is that when you find something that you love and that you like, it's difficult for you to breathe without being able to do that work. It for me especially, I struggle to balance work with anything else that I'm doing. And so most difficult struggle that I have had is, when I got married, giving enough time and fulfilling on the promises that I made as a husband and loving and caring and providing for my wife from an emotional standpoint, not a monetary standpoint, but actually fulfilling on that promise. That's been the most difficult thing for me. Because when I'm working, I look up and it's 8 o'clock at night. It's 9 o'clock at night. And my wife is very forgiving and very loving. And I think that she knew what she was signing up for because I'm a little crazy in that aspect. But that's been the most difficult for me is self-regulation, is knowing, is being able to balance and more so integrate, work and other things.
Like how and when to unplug.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or just unplugging.
Unplugging period, yeah. So for me, it definitely is like having to let a team member go, like having to fire somebody, not for like downsizing purposes like that. I feel like I can wrap my head around, but actually having to fire somebody for performance issues, that kind of thing. That is just very tough to me as a person. Like I consider myself kind and friendly. And I
genuinely love everyone.
Yeah, I love everybody. And I love interacting with people and firing somebody and basically like knowing that I'm on probably their like worst day of their life or top 10 worst days of their life is something that like troubles me internally really hard. And as an entrepreneur, you have those situations where you have to sit down with somebody and get real across of a table. And that's never fun. Like it internally is one of the most challenging moments in my life when I have to level with somebody. So that is definitely the toughest part for me for being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Question 2 then. This person actually is celebrating that they launched their first product and they got featured on the first page of producthunt. And their product is called the Hangover Box. And they said, I don't know where else to post this, but I'm pumped up. Launched my first real shop a few days ago. It's called the Hangover Box. Includes snacks, drinks, sunglasses, sleeping mask, and more. He says his next step is trying to figure out how to target the right people with Facebook ads. And I think we can help him there.
Yeah, so I've actually got some extremely practical advice, and it's 2 parts. So number 1, talking about Facebook ads. I think it's safe to assume that this product is geared towards college-aged people. And so, at its rawest form, just upload college emails, geofence college locations, and run ads to those people. Run it as gifts. So like split test the different flexing of interest. So college campus, so Florida University, flex that audience against people who have friends whose birthday is coming up in the next 30 days. Like that is a targetable interest on Facebook. And then create the copy around like, hey, is it your friend's 21st birthday? Is it your friend's birthday? Are you going to be celebrating? They need a hangover box. Secondly, you need to partner with other college-related companies. Yep. So Uplate is a company that my friend owns. She's a CEO, and she is a boss marketer, and she is competing against Uber Eats. She is competing against these massive food delivery companies because she owns one vertical, and that vertical is drunk college students. I'm not joking. So she has like Tinder. She does Tinder marketing, like all of these different types. Like she's crazy. Shout out to you. You know who you are, and I'll link it in the description below. But you need to partner with companies like that, because if someone's ordering food at 3 a.m. and you've pre-sold 20 boxes to their delivery driver, you give that box to them, it starts to spread. You use it as kind of a micro-influencer marketing type tactic, and you will go very far. So leverage other companies who are demoing to this market, because you're not competing with each other. And then for Facebook ads, target those interests, flex those different types of audiences. So friends that are having birthdays, just college campus, just sororities, fraternities, things of that nature. See if you can make a branded box with, I don't know a fraternity, but Sigma Phi Alpha News, whatever it is. See if you can make a branded box and sell it specifically to them. Just get fun, get creative. It's a fun, creative brand. Just own that and market it as such.
Well, I even think expanding, like having a hangover box for like bachelor party or bachelorette parties, and then targeting people who have just gotten engaged and be like, hey, as you're preparing for this, blah, 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 that kind of thing is even other ways to expand and get into it.
Yeah, massive congrats on Product Hunt, number one as well.
That's a tight spot. Last question. This person's new to Instagram. Can anyone give me the best possible advice for growing at a fast pace? I'm guessing he's got a new shop or a new brand. He's wanting to grow his Instagram account. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that say, go out, find your competitors, and follow who they're following and build your audience off of getting that notification on somebody's phone, and maybe they'll follow you back. I'm going to say that's the wrong way of doing it. So what are you going to say? How should they do this?
Yeah, so number one, why do you want a lot of followers on Instagram? Is it for a purpose? Is it fame? Is it what is it? So that's the first question I'm going to ask you. Secondly, I'm going to razz you a little bit and understanding that good things don't come fast very often. If you're asking this question, it's telling me that you're in a place where you need to taste, you need to learn. So all of that being said, coming into how you do that, it's by creating context with as many people as you can. When you're first starting an Instagram page out, nobody cares who you are. Nobody cares about your content. I mean, you need to understand those realities. What they're going to care about is the connection that they have with you. So great example, and this is on Twitter, but the same thing on Instagram. I reached out to a guy and he was talking about marketing, and I shot him a 20 or like a 15-minute video auditing his website. He emailed the CEO of this company saying, thank you so much. Like, whoever's running your social media is on point. And like, yeah, that feels good for me. But that person is now subscribed to our YouTube channel, liked our Facebook page, liked our Twitter, liked our Instagram. He is now committed to us because of the relationship that was built. And you do that again and again and again and again and again. And you don't stop until you have 100 followers, 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers. That's how you create it. So if you don't have fame, if you're not just a extremely captivating person, you do it by putting in the work.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you got to make sure that your content is still beautiful, though. Yeah. I think that's another thing that a lot of people ignore. They will get on and they will jam with people and all that stuff. But if you're not putting out beautiful, good content, it's tough to even get people to look your way. So I think having that, remembering that you are on Instagram, a platform that's dedicated to sharing beautiful content, keeping that core to your kind of approach.
Yeah. And I think like this can even be leveled up into a larger debate. And what I mean by that is that back with my agency, we manage influencers accounts, and we would have some influencer accounts that we would do 10,000, 20,000 new subs a month. I mean, it was just like clockwork. Yeah. Once we got down their hashtag research, once we started hitting trending pages, because there is a little bit of a science to the algorithm of Instagram. But what helped them grow over some people who we couldn't grow more than 1,000, 2,000 subscribers a month, what helped them grow was the authenticity and the time they put into the content. So like good content, hashtag research, understanding the dynamics of the platform itself puts you on a level playing field.
Yep.
And then it's just understanding your talent is going to take you to where you are. I mean, The Rock instantly is going to have more followers than me because he's The Rock. So like it's that. And I'll give you one more for the road. Collaborations. If you are we're in Fayetteville. Boogie, who is a massive YouTuber, is in Fayetteville, and I want to collaborate with him. We have nothing. I mean, he's a kind of a tech guy. So like we have some things to collaborate with. But if you're in New York, if you're in California, you need to be collaborating with people who have larger followings than you, reaching up, asking what you can do for them, having them put you on, and that's another way that you're going to grow. Is just through that collaboration, through that name recognition. It's just like everything else. It's very, very simple. Yeah. Either be amazing or put in work and just understand it's going to take longer than you probably wanted to.
Perfect.
Awesome. That's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week because the content is about to become fire. Question of the day.
Oh, man. Question of the day. Let's see here.
We'll turn the question back onto you. Yeah. What is the most painful, what has been the hardest experience that you've had as an entrepreneur or in business, in a business context? What is the most difficult thing you've had to deal with?